You know that feeling when you've got a ton of content ideas bouncing around your head, but when it's time to actually create, you freeze. Or worse, you start, but you can't stay consistent, and weeks go by without posting anything. I've been there. I used to sit staring at my laptop, thinking, where do I even start? The truth is, ideas aren't the problem. The lack of system is. That's why today, I want to share the exact content workflow I use to stay consistent, grow my audience, and even make passive income without burning out. Why workflow matters. When I first started freelancing, my content was all over the place. I posted randomly, got frustrated when nothing worked, and honestly thought maybe I wasn't cut out for this. But once I built a workflow, a repeatable system, everything changed. Instead of second guessing what to post, I knew exactly what step to take next. That clarity not only helped me grow on TikTok and YouTube, but also brought in leads and affiliate sales. And that's what I want for you too. All right, so step 1 is capture ideas anywhere. So the first step is capture every idea. Don't trust your brain to remember. It won't. I use Notion as my idea bank. Whenever I think of a video topic, client asks me a question, or I see a trend I could spin into content, I just drop it there. So some people use Google Keep, voice notes, even sticky notes. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you have one place where your ideas live, because if you don't capture them, they'll vanish. And honestly, some of my best performing videos came from random shower thoughts I almost forgot. Step 2 is plan with the content calendar. So once you've got a bank of ideas, the next step is planning. So I batch plan my content in Notion. So I've got columns so this is how it looks like. So I've got columns for YouTube, the status, when to post, so I can see what's in the pipeline. And this is a game changer because it keeps me consistent. No more, what should I post today? So instead, I already know what's coming up this week. Planning also lets me connect content to my goals, like an affiliate campaign, a product launch, or even just growing my email list. So when I started freelancing, this was the biggest shift, moving from random posting to intentional posting. And then step 3 is script and outline quickly. So here's the truth. You don't need a word-for-word script. In fact, when I used to script every single word, I sounded robotic, and my videos were painful to watch. Now, I just create a quick outline, bullet points, key ideas, maybe a hook or a strong closing line. So this way, I sound natural while still staying on track. It also saves time, and I usually keep all my outlines in Notion so I can easily reuse them for blog posts or LinkedIn later. And think of it like this. Your outline is the skeleton, and your recording is the skin and personality you add on top. All right, so step 4 is to record and produce efficiently. So now comes the part that scares most people, recording. So my rule is simple. Done is better than perfect. I record with Tella with all my video content. Tella is an amazing tool for content creation because it has AI, which lets you save time during the editing process. So it will allow you to record, edit with AI, and publish fast. So when I worked with startups, this fast workflow made a huge difference. So we didn't have the luxury of weeks to polish one video. We needed content out fast, and speed builds momentum. So you can watch this Tella video right here, so you know how it works. And I also have a 30% discount if you want to use it, because it's so amazing and it keeps my workflow very fast and efficient. So you can try that, right? Okay, so step 5 is repurpose like crazy. Here's where the magic happens. Repurposing. One YouTube video can become so much more. I treat a YouTube video as my seed content, and I repurpose it for every blog article, every Substack article, whatever. I turn it into a blog post for SEO, a LinkedIn carousel, short clips for TikTok, or reels or shorts. And this is how you stop working harder and start working smarter, because I learned this the hard way. At first, I thought I needed to make separate content for every platform. But once I started repurposing, I realized one solid piece of content can feed all my channels. And then step 6 is to publish, distribute, and stay visible. So this is the part most people overcomplicate. So you don't need 10 scheduling tools. Just pick one, or even schedule directly inside YouTube, LinkedIn, or TikTok. The key is consistency. Don't stress about going viral. Focus on showing up, because here's the truth. YouTube gave me the most leads and affiliate sales. It became my traffic engine. And once you build a solid audience, everything gets easier. Clients come to you, affiliate links start generating passive income, and your content works for you even while you sleep. I don't have a large following on YouTube. I only have 8,000 followers, but it gives me a passive income that will allow me to buy groceries for the month and books or shopping. So that's why I believe video is the best investment you can make in your business or for yourself, because it compounds. And then step 7 is track and improve. So finally, track what's working. You don't need any fancy analytics, just a simple Notion dashboard or Google Sheet. I track my views, clicks, affiliate sales, and newsletter sign up. So every platform has its own analytics. Like for example, YouTube has YouTube Studio. LinkedIn has LinkedIn Analytics. Substack has its own analytics too. So you don't need to pay for analytics tool. Just go to the platform and you can see the analytics there. Remember that saying, what gets measured gets managed? So it's true. The moment I started tracking affiliate clicks, I realized how powerful YouTube really was. Because my channel didn't grow subscribers, it built me a system for passive income. And that's why tracking matters. So that's my full content workflow. Capture, plan, outline, record, repurpose, publish, and track. I know how overwhelming content can feel when you're just starting. But trust me, once you build a system, it all gets easier. Your content becomes consistent, your audience grows, and opportunities start finding you. Now I want to hear from you. Which step do you struggle with the most? Capturing ideas, staying consistent, or repurposing your content? So drop in the comments. I love to help. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe and check the description. I've left a link to the tools that I'm using so you can have discounts and you can start building your workflow today. Till next time, bye!